knees. Close your knees. Now you breath in and put your hands into the sky. Now the right hand goes into the back and the left hand goes in front. And we have both circle with two arms. And switch side and make a step forward and turn, forward and turn.
But don't stop the movement.
Grandmaster Robert Cutrell. I actually founded the system of ChunJido about 30 years. In March, it'll be 30 years. I was founded in Evansville, Indiana, in the USA. And over the 30 years, it has continued to grow and evolve and change. And originally, it was the North American ChunJido Association. And then once we started going international and had so many other members internationally that joined the family, we changed it to ChunJido International. But like I mentioned earlier, we are actually known worldwide as the ChunJido family because that's the approach that I had 30 years ago when I opened my first dojo, that it was going to be a family atmosphere. And now we've continued that for the last 30 years to now represent that around the world. I'm joined by a lot of amazing people here today. As I mentioned, I am the Soke or founder of ChunJido, but this is Grandmaster Heather Coffmann, and she actually is my Soke Dai, my inheritor of the system. So when I pass, she's going to take over the ChunJido system, and it's going to be left in very good hands. So let's give her. And I also wanted to just share some wonderful news. Our first stop here in Germany this year was in Trier. And in Trier, there was the WKU World Championships, and both Grandmaster Coffmann and Master Steele both competed. Master Steele did an exceptional job. Wasn't able to medal this year, but it was a great experience and represented very well. But also wanted to mention that Grandmaster Coffmann actually earned her 9th world title, 9th world championship this year in Trier. Did an amazing job, both in weapons forms and kata. But one of the things that you will find out here shortly is she's also extremely talented in self-defense application. So, and then a lot to live up to. And down here on the end is Soke Paul Parent of Zanshin Kenjutsu. And Paul and I met about three years ago. And we've developed a wonderful friendship. I think you're going to enjoy Soke Paul's session today. He not only wonderful skill sets, martial arts skill sets, but the humor and the fun in it as well. And one of the things that you'll find out from all of us is, yes, the dojo is a place of enlightenment and calm and things like that, but it's also a place to be happy and be glad you're here and to celebrate what we're all getting to do, because martial arts is a wonderful thing to bring people together and just enjoy our company and just, you know, be together and share in this wonderful, wonderful gift that all of our instructors gave to us. and then we now carry on to the next generation. And I know all the other Grandmasters and Masters in the room feel the same way. This is a gift that we were given, and this is what we want to share. So first up is going to be Grandmaster Coffmann. She's going to share some self-defense with you, and ma'am, they're all yours.
And I first off want to thank Master Steele for being our Uke today. It's not easy, but he does it very well. So thank you for allowing us the time to be at the dojo today and to teach you a little bit about our ChunJido system. We're going to, across martial arts, I think everybody understands, especially in this room between the two Grandmasters, is that our main priority is protection, okay? But we also know how to defend ourselves and hurt other people if we need to. But Grandmaster Parent and I were talking earlier about even though you know how to really hurt somebody, knowing how to use control and knowing how to assess the situation and knowing how far you need to go to at least subdue it, so you're not just lambasting everybody that you come across and everybody that speaks a harsh word to you. So we're going to start off with just some basics, some fundamentals that we teach in the ChunJido system, and we'll work up from there, and then Grandmaster Cutrell will take it to the next level. So, sir, yes, before we go any further, if you would go ahead and partner up for the day, or at least for my session, go ahead and find a partner, and you can go ahead and come on out.
Don't be shy. Come on out. It's okay to get hit. Don't worry about it.
And the best idea would be take a partner you don't know. Just make new friends.
New friends, new friends. That's what we tell all of our students when we go to competition. First and foremost, make a friend. Because even though we do, want to go to competition to show what we can do and to win, being a martial artist should be, like the ChunJido family, all about family and making friends. So like Grandmaster Uba said, find somebody that maybe you don't know, make a new friend today. I know you, but we're going to be partners in crime. All right, so first off, we're just going to go from a push, okay? So if somebody wants to push me, okay, like I talked about, we need to assess the situation. He's not trying to kill me, okay? We just want to subdue this. Push him offline, okay? I'm sure all of you talk about midline being offline, okay? So I don't want to be here. I don't want to be, and in ChunJido we call this being inside the storm, okay? So between the arms, between the hands is inside the storm. Being outside, of course, is outside the storm. So I don't want to be here. If I have to, okay, then so be it. But when we're going to practice, just something very simple. If somebody comes in, hands are automatically up here. Why don't we want to do this?
It's too aggressive.
I'm sorry?
It's too aggressive.
It is aggressive because if somebody sees a fight out on the street, what's the first thing everybody grabs? Their phones, right? Yeah. So if somebody is trying to attack you and you automatically do this, who's the aggressor? On their phone, who is the aggressor? Don't know, yeah. So we always teach our students hands open. You're trying to quell the situation, okay? So if I know he's being aggressive with me and my hands are open to protect my face, one in front, one back here, and he comes in, I need to get those hands away from me, okay? So not only do I want to get those hands away from me, I want to off-balance him. So I'm going to pull down. Okay, so since we're all adults here, we'll go a little bit further with that. So hands here, out, pull down. Where is his head now? He's taller than me, but not now. Okay, so now that I'm here, even though I'm inside the storm, I can do all sorts of things. Okay, I can go here. I can grab, anchor myself, kick out a knee. I can do all sorts of stuff. So that's the first thing we're going to practice. Okay, this is the basic motion here. Okay, and Grandmaster will teach a little bit later. We don't grab, we just hook. Less time, less recovery. Then once you're here, then, I don't know, figure something out. Take out a knee, come down with an elbow, whatever you want to do. But this is the basic, and then go from there. Thank you, sir. Okay, go ahead and partner up.
Yeah.
Please use the whole space of the mat. It's everything paid. They get the point. So we pay for everything. Ja, der ist aber laut. Und der ist aber laut.
It may like to see these fingers around because it takes too much time and energy. Then you can pull it up. Okay, so just maybe just these fingers or a couple fingers. Nothing will side of look to the yeah, from here you're pulling. For me, when I think, if I do this without thinking, I'm probably going to come into a knee or an elbow. That's what my mind does. So I will probably pull down into the knee like that. Okay. But you want, but going up. It's
all right, come on.
Yeah.
Ari was just telling me, he's like, it was like a spy. You were in my dojo. All of your words are what I teach, and that's the cool thing. That's very cool because even though we're all different arts, we all have the same basic concepts. We may get there in a different way. Some flow a little bit more than others. Some are a little more brutal, but the end is all the same, and we all have the same kind of basic concepts of the art. So, sir, so we go ahead. The push again. So we went here. Just one quick mention about this. Instead of going in, which you can, or some people are pushing out, just make sure you go straight down because then your elbows are cutting your ribs, right? Okay. But we're going to move on to something else. So we're going to go to a two-hand grab. So if somebody already has their hands on you, okay, one of the things that we teach is we're going to go one hand. I like to put my power side on the over, okay? My other hand is going to go under, and we'll go this way so everybody can see. And if you can't see, feel free to move around, okay? So we're going to go over, under. I'm going to drop this elbow, okay? That is going to throw him off his midline, which I don't ever want my attacker to be on his midline. So we're going to throw him off balance. Okay, we'll go the other way so they can see what I'm going to do with this hand. So we're going to go over, under. I want to drop this elbow. This hand is going to hyperextend this elbow, okay? Now, I can either step forward, which is okay, but he can recover going straight sideways, right? So I want to go here, and as I push him, and I want to control the shoulder, right, above the elbow. So hyperextend the elbow, come here, use my whole arm and his arm and whatever shirt he's got on to take him down. From here, as long as I've got this arm trapped, okay, I can punch, I can knee, and do all sorts.
Oh, okay. So when this comes here, this one is going to come down, trace down the wrist at the same time. Here. No, but the same side has to. For this technique, the same side is the block. Same side. Yeah. So if the punch is on this side, then this is the same side. Not this.
Yeah.
This hand is. Yes, this, and then 1, 2.
I need different comment. She saw that
So here, okay, once I go here, Grandmaster will teach that, of course, there are pressure points. You can pop here as you go this way. There are lots of things that I can do from this position. I can come back down, okay, take him down this way. Thank you, I didn't warn you, sorry.
Don't have to.
I saw the floor, I didn't want to. Thank you. Go ahead, trauma. Okay, so again, once I go here, come back up here, okay, I can trap this down, go to the head. I can slide around, go to the head. He's really tall, it's hard for me to get up there. I may have to take out a knee, bring his head down to come here, okay? So again, assessing the situation and seeing what needs to happen. Very strong. There's no way I can muscle him. Okay, height difference. There's all sorts of factors, of course, that go into a fight. But what I want to do next is a continuation. Go ahead. So here. Okay, once you pop here, go this way. This hand is going to slide up. Okay, so up here, okay, this hand is going to pop the hip. So I want to pull the top part of his body backwards, get the bottom part of his body going the other way, that push-pull motion. Because if I just pull, he's going to walk backwards with me, right? And he's probably going to land on me, and that's not good. I don't ground work, okay? So once I go here, pushing down, back and down, and the hips are going to go the same way. Okay, and then once I'm here, then I can trap this, go here, okay? I'm sure you guys can think of all sorts of different things you can do from this position, okay? But I wanted to show you something real quick. Can I have a sturdy volunteer? Not too much taller than me.
Jemand kräftiges, der nicht viel größer ist? Okay.
So especially when there is a strength difference, way stronger than me, okay? I've got 11-year-old boys that can probably outmuscle me. It's just the way men or women are made, right? We're just made differently. But, so go ahead and resist. So if I go here, oh, I'm gonna, I can do that all day long. But we have something called the swim, okay? So I've got this motion. I'm going 2 different directions. But if I add these 2 directions, so now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. And if I do them, are you ready? Okay. If I do them all at the same time, the brain doesn't know which way the body's going, and so it can't recover. And so I can take someone down a lot stronger than me just by getting the body going 4 different directions. This way, this way, this way. We call it the swim. So, that's what I'd like for you to practice. Thank you very much, sir. Especially if it's a woman trying to do this, if it's a man, it is very hard for us to to go this way because he's going to resist me all day long. I just don't have the arm strength. So what you want to do, your midline has to be lined up with his midline. So if I'm here, I have to get right here. Okay? So yeah, because otherwise you're just losing your arm.
So the lower hand is not in the middle of his back?
No.
It can be on the side of the hip?
It's going to be on his hip bone because when I go up here, I'm pushing against myself. Well, I'm trying to if I'm pushing his hip, I'm getting it and you're getting the body moving so many different. When you are doing this technique, okay, especially woman against a man, okay? If you go like this, he's going to be able to resist me all day long because I don't have the arm strength to manhandle this, okay? So what you want to do is you want your midline lined up right on his midline. That way I've got all of my strength and all of my power trying to manage that. So when I'm here, yeah, and then I get pop the hip, not the back, pop the hip, and then I do this whole swimming motion, then I can walk him backwards, okay? Thank you, sir. But there's no way I'm going to get him trying to manhandle him with just my arm. So make sure your midline is on their midline. Yeah? Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Okay, go ahead and try that just for a few more minutes, and I think we're going to move on.
That one, come here. I'm going to turn this over, keep it on my center line. But now, instead of taking it back to the ear or back to this area, we'll take it to the emptiness, the void in front, right there. All right, now here's a cool, funny thing. All right, turn this way. Watch that leg. See it start to bend? Right there? That's the leg that it affects because the right side of the brain controls the left side here. So I'm actually affecting his left leg by doing that and dropping it out. And then what you do is most of you may talk about the power of rising or the power of sinking in Aikido. You know, I'm going to sink my chi into his hara. Okay, so when I do all this, all the way to the ground, just that quick. And that easy. This is not a hard thing. I can even stay loose. Because it's about energy, use of almost his energy here. And moving it center line to hara. Center line to hara. Tai Chi earlier, flow of energy, right? Same principle, but applied now in a self-defense situation. Guys, for those who don't know it, this Tai Chi kind of means like grand fist. Tai Chi is a very strong, powerful, defensive art. The things that are done with Tai Chi is to relax and move energy. But when you look at some of the techniques of those type, we call this the oxjo. You know, there's techniques from two different arts that are very similar. Okay? But what I want you guys to do, some type of distraction. We usually use a slap inside the leg or just a eye of the phoenix or here, just like that. Boom. And then turn here, stay on your center line, go to the emptiness. And if you want to use this pressure point, that's fine, but you can still do it without the pressure point. If you have trouble finding this, raise your hand. I'll come show you exactly where it is on you. All right? Right there. All right. Thanks. All right, let's go. But the minute we get smacked, it's just, the mind goes like this. Yeah. So, you know. Right. Yeah. So instead of to the body, boom, there to the head, and then you're right here. It's that quick. Yes, right here. See with that? He lifts a lot. He's very lean, and his actually pops to the top. You can see it right there. It's just on the other side of that. And as I'm doing this, I'm already touching it. Yeah. So when I come after I distract, I'm already touching this. And it's just that motion.
Oh, yeah.
Right there.
Okay, the fights. Okay, thank you.
Trap.
I always won.
All right, guys. Question was that, you know, go ahead. That it takes too long to get that pressure point. Yes, because as I'm teaching it, I'm showing it in segments so you can see each segment. But like I was telling these guys over here and over here, is once I make this distraction and come across and I make this transfer, I'm already sliding down to that pressure point. My hand just slides down just like that. Now, it's like anything. The first 100 times you practice it, you're still searching. 10,000 times you practice it, you search a little less. All right? So make sure that you know, understand this is not like that. I mean, once I come up here, it's that quick. Turn. All right? Here. It's that quick. It's not something that there's a hesitation. Hesitation means for you. All right? So you have to react quickly. So, okay, Paul talks about taking turns. We cheat, right? We don't want to give them their turn. We get, you know, we want to, if I come in here, regardless of what it is, and I move this out of the way, I want to come in, I don't want to give him a turn. You know, I want to get inside, boom, off balance him, go here, before he ever gets a chance to hurt me. Because guys, the thing is, martial arts, and I told this at Master Volker's school the other night, it's a gift, and we should treat it that way. But that gift, we don't use it to hurt people. We use it to protect ourselves and our loved ones. So I want to make sure that I go home to her, I go home to my children and my grandchildren. So I want her to go home to those same people. So I don't want to give him too many terms, because one of those terms may be or this. So when you want those kind of motions. You don't want hesitation. All right, you just want flow. Because, and you know what? I didn't even think about what I was going to do. He turned his body and he did it for me. So when I went here and I started in on that, he moved forward. So I just followed his motion. All right. So that's the thing to do. Okay, so let's get back to this a little bit. But that whole thing, and again, it's right over that hump. So when you do it, not here, take it to the emptiness. And look how, see how far his stands out? You just go right on the downhill side, right there. Right? Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's practice some more. Yeah. 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 Stop that. Come on.
Roll up from the outside. Right there. You get below it and then just roll up. Yeah.
So it's
In the storm. If you get caught in the storm, attack the mass immediately. All right. So on the technique earlier, command push. Here, boom. Here. And what I did, I came down across his face here, and this hand went this way. So that's going to take his head like that. Then I hit him here, which is going to bring him in further. Now from here, I can do whatever you want to do from there. But again, he comes in on here, boom, right here, and then this is coming down. Does anyone know about what is right here? Right here on the body. Just this lovely face. All right. It's what brachial plexus. It's a band of nerves that come right down the neck. So when I go here, pop the ears, Now I'm striking that as well, like that. So I'm coming in, and guys, there's no reason to hit with one hand and just lay the other hand there. So use both hands. So when I go here, boom, boom, boom. All right, there. You know, but I've got to attack the mass immediately, the soft parts of the body. Here. Okay, there. All right, so what I want you to do now is you're inside the storm, just touch the ears, then work this here, both hands, which when I do that, see how that sets me up? Still protected from that, still protected from this, and now I go here. All right, and if he comes over far enough, go ahead and then, I'll go here, throw, and then go here. Okay? So with your strikes, you will be able to dictate his body position. Right now he's upright. Now he can't hear. Now he's chaos, disoriented. Strike again. Now he's on the floor. Okay? All right. Thank you, sir. All right, so just right now, this, touch, touch. Don't hit hard. Touch, and then here, here, here.
Started working on it about 12 years ago, and then finally got to the point about 3 years ago where I wanted to start going my own way and doing my own thing. When I got in touch with GM, we talked a lot, communicated a lot, emailed stuff back and forth, and then I went and performed in front, well, I don't want to say performed, but did what I thought was a great martial arts style in front of him and about 27 other Grandmasters, and everything came to be where it is today. What does Zanchin mean? It's basically that spirit, a never-ending spirit, never ever going to quit. And it's kind of ironic because at the same time it means you're very, very peaceful and calm. Okay, so you know, you have a desire, you're never ever going to quit. You're all knowing, and you're aware of everything. I might be looking at him, but I kind of know what's going on over here. That type of an atmosphere and attitude. Okay. So the first thing we'll do today, we're going to do a couple of techniques. They're both going to be for chokes, but they flow. I want you to get the idea of flowing, because I believe that, especially with the ranks in here, flow, creativity, imagination. Okay, that's what really makes things work. So what I'll do is I'll give you a constant. In other words, the one thing of the technique that doesn't change. And then I'll tell you guys, all right, now you finish it up. How do you feel? What do you see happening? How do you flow with what the constant is that I just gave you? Okay, so you'll have a lot of control over the technique. We'll talk about, Grandmaster talked about going to center, in the eye of the storm, and inside. Do the same thing. We just say go to center. Attack the center of the body, because that's where we're the strongest. And we take our center and we make sure that we put it in the weak spot of the other person's body. Okay? Every technique has to have a response. Okay? GM talked about attacking mentally, attacking physically. Same thing, just different words. I call it 3 musts. Okay? In order for a technique to work, and you can apply this to anything you do, in order for a technique to work, you have to have the 3 musts. And those are, the first one is you cause skeletal imbalance. Just push them, or make them move, okay? That's one. Or, the second must is chaos. I'm going to give you all a little demo of chaos so you know what I'm talking about. Basically what that does is, it tells the person's brain, why am I in so much pain instead of hurting him? In other words, I went to throw a punch, but now all of a sudden I'm in pain. Why is that? So I'm making him think about something else besides hurting me. Or the third must is, and everybody's favorite, cause unconsciousness. Knock him out. And that's the end of that day. Okay? I added a fourth. Make sure none of the 3 musts happen to you. You'll be all right. All right, so we'll start on that. And get something in my throat. How many think that to do a martial art really, really well, you have to be able to hit someone as hard as possible. You have to hit them hard as you can, right? Or it's not going to work. We feel like that sometimes. What we like to do, it's not how hard you hit someone, right? It's where you hit them hard, okay? So we're always going to go to the body in an angle, all right? I don't want to hit someone here in the belly. It's all muscle. Some of you have bigger muscles than others, right? So if I hit here, he can always tighten it up. But if I just take my finger and I go to his sternum, that hurts him a little more. Or if I go over to the floaters and hit him in the ribs, that hurts a little more, right? So I'm hitting him in areas that I know I can win, all right? That's why in my system, we talk about the skeletal makeup of the body and the nervous system of the body. Why do I focus on those two things? Well, because the bone structure is the same on every single person in here. And the nervous system is the same on every single person in here. So if I'm attacking the skeletal system, the bones, or the nervous system, all the nerves that you've heard so far, anything I do, whether tiny like her or big like him, is going to work. Because we're attacking the systems of everybody that are exactly the same. All right? And my idea is when we hit somebody in the right spot, I'm looking to make an organ move. Does everybody understand what a compression is? We all know that, right? The compression. What's our best compression that we use in the martial arts? The ground, right? The ground never moves. You get somebody on the ground, you can compress his body all over the place, right? On your feet, the best compression you have is your spine, okay? Your spine is not supposed to move. If you move the spine, that's a bad day for that person. Okay? It's a good day for you, bad day for him. So when I hit, I want to come into angles. I want to literally touch the organs with a fluid shock wave. You've all heard fluid shock wave, right? I want to have that fluid shock wave hit the organ, okay? Make the organ move a little, which is very bad for the person. Have the fluid shock wave go through the body, hit the spine, and come back. That's a bad day for the bad guy, all right? Good day for you, bad day for him. All right, so we want to make sure that we hit in the right places hard, right? We cause a fluid shock wave. We touch an organ or make that organ move, all right? And then we'll work on some other things from there. So what we're going to do for the first technique, it's a great technique. Well, I think it's a great technique. I made it up, it's mine. So it also, though, when you do this technique, it can help develop flow. Okay, flow, creativity. You want to feel comfortable. I always tell everybody, when you're getting ready to defend yourself, be happy. Because when you're happy, you're relaxed. And when you're relaxed, you're fast. Okay, and when you're fast, you're going to win. All right, so when I run a seminar, I like to have a lot of fun. I want to hear laughter. I want to hear some oohies and some owies. A couple of chokes. That's a good thing. That means everything's working. All right. Then when we start doing the technique for a few minutes, I'll yell, switch. That means go grab somebody else. Now don't take all day, go right over and attack. And we'll do that, we'll have some fun with that, but we're going to switch up things. So when you hear me yell, switch, find another guy to beat up. All right? Does that sound good? Yeah. All right. So the first technique, let's come over here. I want you right here. Going to be for a choke, okay? So he comes in, he chokes me. Oh, right? What's a good thing about this? What's really good about this? Don't feel free to answer.
Yeah, hands are tight on the
Yes, I know where his hands are and they're busy. What on me isn't busy?
everything is
Every weapon that I have is not busy, okay? So, is this I always say, figure out the positive. Does getting choked feel like a bad day? Yeah, getting choked's not good. But if we think about the positive, it's good because now I know where his hands are and I can do whatever I want. Okay? And you notice I took that step back because nobody's just going to come up and hug you and choke you. They're going to jack you up and you're going to take a step back. All right? So from here, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. Right to the ears. Everybody, you doing that today? When you're with your partner, just go like that with the palms of your hands and you'll feel a little pressure. Feel that? All right, so you'll feel a little pressure. Now, think of me going like this to his ears. It's going to hurt. Okay, it's going to be fun, but it's going to hurt him. All right, so he chokes. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. All right, the constant is this, 1, 2. All right, that's your constant. Then we'll go to 3. Then we'll add to it, and then we'll let you guys take it from there. All right, so get a partner. I'll go over one more time. He chokes. 1, 2, 3. All right, go ahead. Partner up. Okay, autonomic deals to do with the nervous system. Automatic is the physicality and the mental. All right, autonomic. If you put your hands on the stove, your body pulls it away, right? The brain always brings the hands to pain, all right? So if I touch the stove, I go, oh, you can't stop. Automatic, if I throw a ball, you can either choose to catch it, move out of the way, let it hit you and drop. Your choice, okay? When we do this, I'm going to strike here. His elbows and hands are going to go right down, right? Because everybody's trying to reach around to get the ears. So Uki, when he's here, I go, bring the hands down. That way then the ear shot is so much easier. All right? Go ahead.
Der macht das auch so.
That's looking pretty good. Notice the flow. All right? You know, left, right, or right, left. You're going here. You're alternating your feet so that everything that's chambered is coming first. And you have balance and you're flowing. You're using your whole body. Okay? When you hit somebody, all right, you're just going, you know, hitting with the arm is one thing. But when you're flowing and you're snapping that hit, you're going to have a lot more power. Okay? So, how do you increase power without gaining weight? Power is speed plus movement plus weight, right? So when you're flowing, you have all that movement, all that speed, and you're hitting. And think of it this way. A car going, was it kilometers here? 50 kilometers? 50 kilometers, it hits head on into a tree. What's the impact? 50 kilometers, right? Car going 50, bangs head on into another car going 50. What's the impact? 100, okay? So you double when you have movement, right? And that's what you want to do. And when you're flowing with the body, I mean, some of you, just show, you were 1, 2, 3, kick, and then you saw the head was there and you did something to the head. That's fine. That's fine. Do whatever you want. If it's there, hit it. Never pass a target without hitting it. All right? Always give a gift. All right? No, don't let him feel cheated. Right? He spent the time to attack you. Give him everything he deserves. All right? Don't let him go away feeling cheated. Hit everything. And he'll be happy. Take it from me. He'll be happy. All right? So, when we're talking about that, when we say targeted, target indexing, what would target indexing be? GM Coffmann brought up a great point. What is target indexing? You're looking right at your target. If you can't see it, you can't hit it. All right? So I'm going to target index. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look at the ribs. Then I'm going to look at the ribs. Then I'm going to look at the ear. Target indexing. I'm looking at what I'm going to hit. Violence of action. What does that mean? What does that say to you? Violence of action. Any idea? I'm going to target index. I'm going to find my target. Then I'm going to attack it as hard as I possibly can. Okay? Violence of action. I'm not going to go half speed in a real street situation. Okay? My job is to attack with a violence. I call it pulling the neck pin. All right? Your whole body is, think of it as a grenade. and somebody tries to attack you, your wife, your girlfriend, your kids, your friends, you pull that neck pin and you just go boom all over the guy. Okay? You pull that neck pin and go. Violence of action. End it as fast as you possibly can. Why? A couple of reasons. Everybody has a friend, right? And you don't want to get too tired. Has anybody ever, like, 10 seconds, 20 seconds? That's a long fight. It's a long time to be fighting, especially if somebody else is coming, all right? And if you're not out there training, how do you get in shape to fight? You fight, right? If you don't have time to do that because the real world kicks in and life and kids and job and everything, you're not in shape to fight for a long, long time, which is probably 30 seconds, 45 seconds. So you have to keep yourself safe by fighting quickly and stopping the threat quickly, okay? Because what happens if we get tired? Is that one of the three musts? A little chaos we kicked in, right? So now if we're in chaos because we're too tired, can we fight? If your body is in chaos, the number one rule, if you are in chaos, is your body cannot fight. Everything becomes soft, in other words, right? So I hit him in the throat, boom. Is that going to cause some chaos? The body's going to bring the hands to pain. Knowing he's in chaos, I can just come up and take that hand. Because the brain is focusing on his throat. So what will the brain do if I pull this hand away? It'll bring that hand up. Okay? Brings the hand to pain. The brain doesn't know, oh my God, Paul's hitting my buddy. All the brain knows is there's pain in the throat and I got to put a hand in and try to soothe it. Okay? The brain doesn't realize that a lorenzic spasm will occur. So what's that? Your larynx, it swells up when you hit to the throat. Now we can't breathe. So now the brain is really focused on the throat because he's not getting any oxygen. And GM Cutrell made a good point. There are two types of way to choke. You stop the air, you stop the blood. The good thing about the blood is you stop the blood, he goes to sleep. Okay? You stop the air before he goes to sleep, he's going to convulse and fight and do everything it can to get air. Okay? So you need to know these, know the body, know how the body works, and it'll make it easier for you to know how to take the body apart. Okay? So we have target indexing, violence of action, location of a strike, fluidity, imagination. Okay? Continuation of a technique. It flows. It's smooth. All right? All right, we'll do another technique. This is a little fun, more fun. So it's fun. It flows. And you're not going to like it when you're getting it done to you. So, he's like, oh man, what? That's for a front choke again. And as the two GMs mentioned before, I'm going to push and pull, and I'm going to distract them. And I go right to the sternum. My goal is to take that sternum and make it touch his spine. Now the sternum is about what? That thick maybe? Okay? It's all cartilage. So I want to hit that as hard as I can and drive it to his spine as I pull this hand. Does that create a little chaos when I hit him in the sternum? Yep. When I pull him off balance, skeletal imbalance, is that one of the three musts? So right now, this technique is looking pretty good. Right? I got 2 out of the 3 musts. I only need 1. Okay? So as I hit here, right? You're still going to be choking at here. I'm going to go whack here, and if this arm is gone, I don't have to worry about it. But if it's there, right on the radial nerve, I'm going to whack it down. Okay? So the first movement's 1, 2. All right? That's all I want to see. So you come in here, 1, 2. This is a push. Pull. All right? I'm walking this, but it's an aggressive walk. All right? Get together with that. Go ahead. At the level where you decide that you want to be on your own, you want to create something that's yours, and you want to share it with people. It's a huge, you're always doubting, am I doing it right? Is it really going to work? Is this going to happen? Are people going to like it? Okay? But I'm on the East Coast of the United States, Massachusetts, New Hampshire, Maine, Vermont, the Atlantic Ocean, right? The GMs are in Indiana and Illinois, Midwest, thousands of miles away, right? You guys are in Germany, many, many miles away. But yet, the terminology might be a little different, but the effect is the same. The movements might have different names, but the movements are all the same. So when I see or hear GMs talking about what they do, I'm like, oh yeah, I do that. When I see you guys flowing, just by me giving you a technique for 10 minutes, and you're flowing, and you're working good, I say, you know what? Everybody's on the same page. So I guess we're doing the right thing. Multiple countries are here, right? And we're all talking yesterday, and everybody's on the same page. Everybody does, we talked about the funny students. Oh yeah, I got a kid like that. The parents, oh yeah, I got parents like that, right? And it's all the same thing. So for me, I sit down and go, well, I must be doing the right thing because I'm agreeing with everybody else. It's a little different flair, different terminology, more of a hard charging type of style. But then you get in a room of martial artists who, in my opinion, are all crazy anyway. They have a really, really good time with it, and that's the whole thing. Because if you like something, you'll do it a lot, right? And you'll be good at it. Somebody always says, well, what's the best martial art out there? It's the one you like. Because if you like it, you're going to do it, right? So don't be fooled by all that. Well, this is the greatest thing, or that's the greatest thing. You know what? What you like is what's the greatest thing, right? I can't tell you how humbled I am to be here, and that I so appreciate being invited to come over here. I've never traveled outside the U.S. except for some private journeys. So to get invited to come out here and teach karate and be with some people who are of the same mindset, it really, really appreciates it, and I really, really am humbled by it. And I thank you all very much for allowing me into your home and your dojos.
Give him if you can.
I'm Robert, Heather, Nathan, pleased to meet. Can meet. And for you. So, when something special happens, it's necessary to make some little gifts to make you remember this day, okay? And before I show it to you, I will ask Paul to hold it up so that I can read what is on there. Don't show it to me.
Mit 2 Meter schaffst du.
So. This is a little gift. Okay?
So, okay.
Here it says, this work of art, by the way, it's done by me, is hereby issued that an international testament to the profound bond of fellowship and mutual respect between ChunJido International under the guidance of its esteemed founder, Grandmaster Robert Cutrell, and Grandmaster Loku Hagenbein, referred leader of Gohshinkan Hombo Dojo and founder of Gohshinkan Rio. May this forever symbolize their shared journey and unwavering commitment to the martial arts. And now, Paul, you can turn to Robert. So, maybe you have to place in the dojo. So, Paul, let's stand until tomorrow. So, let's put it to the ground because it's the easiest way to roll it up without nits. Afterwards, we can put it on the table. Okay? So, then another big thing happens. And in the Chinese restaurant in our station, Sensei Nathan Steele fetched up a fortune cookie where it stands, there will be a surprise coming. This is your surprise, okay? Wenn die eine jetzt die eine Seite an der Lampe nicht zum Spiegel oder sieht das schon? Den Tipp habe ich gerade gezeigt, das ist nicht zum Spiegelseiten. It's the same format. So, I can read it without glasses. Dojo certification for Gohshinkan Rio. This document hereby certifies and officially proclaims that the Evansville ChunJido Academy, located in Evansville, Indiana, United States of America, under the capable leadership of Sensei Nathan Steele, is a certified training dojo for the art of Gohshinkan Rio. This certification is bestowed by Grandmaster and founder of the art of Gohshinkan Rio from the Gohshinkan Rio Honbo Dojo. Furthermore, Mr. Nathan Steele is hereby appointed to the position of Sensei, as the Honorable Gentlemen Jeremiah Ryer and Ryan Mosner are officially recognized as assistant instructors. November the 8th, 2025, Gohshinkan Rio Honbo Dojo, Germany. Okay, now it's official. You decide when to start. Yeah, you decide the starting point. But we think it's the easiest way to give it you now, so you can give it back, because sending it per post, it's difficult.
Yes.
Okay. Therefore, if we start, it's our fourth dojo. Yeah? Opening. The fortune cookie did it. I'm surprised. Well, it's important, the two persons are needed. And maybe when we roll it stiff enough, maybe it fits in your weapon case.
Yeah.
Yeah? So, that's so far. So that's something. Oh yeah. Something dojo eternal, not our guest. I first read it in German and I'm going to translate it. Okay? Urkunde zur Ernennung zum Ushi-Deshi Gohshinkan Rio für Karl Scharnsach. Hiermit wird den oben genannten Schüler der Rang des Ushi-Deshi des Gohshinkan Rio Dojo zuerkannt. Ushi-Deshi Gohshinkan Rio Dojo Dresden. Der oben genannte Schüler hat mit seiner jahrelangen unentwegten und uneigennützigen positiven Unterstützung des Gohshinkan Rio Dojo Dresden seine Loyalität, Hingabe und sein praktisches Können unter Beweis gestellt. Paul is running our dojo in Dresden, and Karl is more or less his most important assistant. He is every time there when it's needed. Yeah, and all the time from the beginning opening from the dojo just up to now. And now we give him the rank of an Ushi-Deshi. Ushi-Deshi means first student in the first rank. Very and connected with the teacher. Normally in former times the Ushi-Deshi was living with the teacher together. So, and it was the idea of Paul, and he asked me, and we don't need much time to say, for us it's okay. So. So, that's it.
Yeah.
Okay. I have a little gift for Owen of them for that hunting now. This was made from the city. Gesture, it's in English. Yes.
Okay.
It's from the brewery in Bruges. And also for the Suke.
Thank you.
Yes. Also for Suke Cutrell.
Thank you so much. Thank you, sir.
And also for Sokenai, we have some other things, some chocolate.
Thank you so much.
Master later.
Thank you so much.
You can put your gifts on the table, I will care about, and then just a line for a group picture. Okay?